All right, take it away.
Hi there. Welcome to our presentation from InsideOut Performance Fabrics. We're so pleased to have Ashley Earle Zooming with us today. This company has certainly taken performance fabrics to a new level, and we're pleased to be representing them here at the J. Garner home. Please stop by our showroom so you can see and touch. And Ashley, thank you so much for being with us today. This is really exciting, and we're mask free. Wow. Okay.
Wonderful. I love that.
Ashley.
Yeah, that's great. And thank you so much for inviting me and for allowing me to be a part of this. Such a great opportunity. And I hope by the end of this that, it's something fun and engaging, and that I can answer some of the questions that you may have about performance. As you all know, the performance market has literally exploded in our market. It's no longer a request, it's more of a demand. And I would say the more and more we've gotten into it, it's gotten a little bit more confusing as well. Performance means something different to everyone. And then, depending on your definition and who you're working with, different performance fabrics have different attributes or features. And so, you have to be really careful in educating yourself and your client about what you're recommending, because based on what their expectations are for performance and the brand that you're working with, you've got to be knowledgeable about all of the ins and outs of your product. So we have launched a product called Inside Out, and it is the first all-in-one performance fabric in the marketplace. We are a brand of Valdez weavers. Some of you may know Valdez weavers. We've kind of played in the background for many years. We worked through a lot of different jobbers. We've got a lot of partners, furniture manufacturers. So I'm sure you've seen and worked with our fabrics before. You might just not know Valdez Weavers. And of course, we have lots of brands we work with too. So Valdez Weavers has been doing interior home, luxury residential textiles for 105 years. We are a vertical mill, meaning that we do everything from the ground up. Y'all, we have 45 designers on staff. We design our own fabric. We weave our own yarns. We dye our own yarns. We weave the fabric on these beautiful jacquard looms, so they're rich and textural. We even have a finishing facility and a testing facility. All of this is in Valdez, North Carolina, right outside of Hickory, which is the heartbeat of the furniture manufacturing world. So closely related to all of that, we are an integral part of furniture, interior design, and that sort of thing. So we wanted to not only have an inside out performance brand, we wanted it to be kind of reverse of what the market was doing. Instead of taking an outside performance fabric and bringing it indoors, we wanted to take the luxury and the aesthetic and the beauty and the good colors and designs, take a luxury interior fabric and make it durable enough to be used outdoors and bleachable. So I'm going to move forward with a brief presentation just to kind of give you a little bit more information on Inside Out. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen at this point. And let's see, we'll go to this one first. Hopefully this works. If not, someone tell me that it's not correct. Can everybody see this? Are we good?
Mhm.
Okay, great. Thank you. So this is Inside Out Performance Fabrics. We are livable luxury. We do not want you to sacrifice the gorgeous aesthetic and the rich design that your customers probably have come to know and expect from you. So we're the performance you need without sacrificing the aesthetic that you want. So really, we break performance down into these four categories: durability, cleanability, fade resistance, and liquid resistance. So instead of picking and choosing which elements of performance you're going to be able to have with Inside Out, we have introduced the first all-in-one performance fabric. And remember, you're not sacrificing the aesthetic. So when we touch on durability, all of our Inside Out fabrics across the board are going to exceed 50,000 double rubs. What does that mean? Essentially, that means that every single fabric is either contract or commercial grade. you're going to have the durability there that you know your clients are going to be able to have the wear and tear of pets, of kids, of company. And if you're working on a big project that has a lot of, you're in a contract or commercial type project, you can still lean on Inside Out for that. We're pill resistant. This is huge. If you guys have been working with performance fabrics very much at all, you know that pilling is a major problem in our market. So how we have avoided pill resistance is eliminating the use of solution dyed acrylic. We never have, nor will we be using solution dyed acrylic, which is a good fiber for certain aspects of performance, but it has inherent properties of pilling. So we just eliminated that process altogether. Cleanability. We are cleanable with soap and water. You can clean inside out with bleach. I'm also going to mention that you can use disinfectant sprays as well, like any of those household cleaners, Lysol disinfectant, Clorox disinfectant. Those are safe to be used on our fabrics as well. And I know that we are starting to lift our mask mandates and that COVID is kind of on the downward spiral. However, you can use those germ killing protective agents on our fabric without degrading. So that's huge as well. And I'll give you the ratios on all this as we dive in a little bit deeper later. We're stain resistant, but this is not just a finish that's placed on our fabrics. Our stain resistance is actually built into the fibers themselves. So it's not something that's going to wear off over time or that's going to lose its durability of stain resistance. We're liquid resistance as well, meaning that liquids do not typically want to penetrate the fabric. It's going to bead up on top of it. You all have seen all the demonstrations with wine or coffee, and when you spill that, it kind of beads up on top of it. So yes, we do have that attribute as well. Outdoor use. Y'all, we can use Inside Out Performance fabrics in direct sunlight. You can have it on a patio. You can have it on a deck. You can have it poolside, and it will resist that sunlight. We're quick dry. Again, remember, we're liquid resistant. And so when our fibers do get wet, they dry very rapidly. We're anti-mildew as well. And I know that that's a major concern if you're using this on a deck or maybe a covered patio or something. And so having that anti-mildew property is huge. Also knowing, hey, you can clean this directly with bleach. So that's great too. This last section, I like to call our brownie point section just because it really does set us apart from all of the other performance fabrics as well. We're made in the USA. I shared our story about being a vertical mill in business for 105 years, the #1 textile mill in North America. That's a wonderful message to be able to share. You're not going to have the lead times that you do when you're ordering fabrics that are being made overseas. You're supporting a USA company, so that's wonderful. Our fabrics are eco-friendly, meaning the materials and the processes in which we use to make our fabrics are more environmentally friendly. They're better for the people and the pets that are living on them, and they're better for the environment. They're PFC free. You all are probably starting to hear quite a bit about this, about the quote unquote emissions that come off of fabrics based on the chemicals that have been used on them. So we wanted to avoid this being an issue altogether. We do care about the environment and the air that your people and pets are breathing. So we don't use the C6 chemistry. There are no emissions that come off of our fabrics. This is a lot of words. So I'm going to show you where to find this type of resource online a little bit later. I am going to draw your attention to this green stamp right here. This is the Green Guard Gold certification. So I was just talking to you about how we do not use PFCs or C6 chemistry. We have a third-party certification. So don't take our word for it. It's based on a third-party testing facility. The Green Guard Gold certification states that we have the highest level of air quality assurance with our fabrics. Guys, that's huge and wonderful news to share. So just touching on a few of these points here, you can see that we're easily cleaned with soap and water or a bleach and water mixture, and we can withstand the use of at-home disinfectant options. We've always been bleach safe, and you don't have to to purchase special products. You can actually use just over the counter products that you would find at Target or Kroger or Walmart's. Proudly free of PFCs, and we support a healthier and cleaner performance fabric option. Here's your cleaning guide. I like to remind people that this is performance fabric. It does have a lot of attributes of protection, but it's still luxury fabric. You still have to take care of it. It is not self-cleaning. It is not indestructible. If someone wants to destroy it, you still can. You just have to take care of it. So you're still going to vacuum it like you would any other type of fabric and flip your cushions. And then I'll show you where to find the soap and water solution, mild-based detergent with water. Can use bleach and water solution, and then again, the Lysol or Clorox disinfectant sprays. So what really makes us different? Number one, strength and design. Guys, I told you that we have 45 designers on staff. We can answer to any trend that's in the marketplace quicker than any other company. We can put out different colors or designs, answer to some kind of request that's out there that the market hasn't seen. We have no limitations in designer color. Multi-yarn platform. What does that mean? That means instead of using just one single type of fiber, we can implement elements of several different types. So we can actually take synthetic fibers, say polyester, olefin, polypropylene, and you're like, Ashley, those are not luxury. Well, they do have wonderful attributes of performance. So what we've done with those, we can create a novelty yarn from those fibers. So a chenille, a boucle, tweed, velvet, and it has the look and feel of this multi-yarn textural fabric, and it feels amazing. It can look like linen or look like chenille, but behave like that synthetic fiber with all of the attributes of performance. PFC free, focused on the environment. This is huge. I know you guys know the message on being more environmentally friendly, and I will say we were very proud to be on the cutting edge of eliminating any type of harmful chemistry from our fabrics before it was even the trend. Made in the USA, of course, we cannot brag on that enough. We love to be a North Carolina American company supporting each other. So again, we have ultimately flipped the script for performance. We're designed for interiors. We're luxury. We're residential. We're just absolutely beautiful and feels amazing, but you can take it outside. It is durable enough for outdoors. So when you're working with us, we want you to know that just with Inside Out, hey, yeah, we've got great fabric, but you also have a support team behind you. So how do we support you? We've got a lot of product tools. You're going to see right here on the left-hand side, these icons are consistent across the board. Anytime you see Inside Out, you can even have these info cards. It's a 5x7 info card and a little acrylic holder. If you want to put that in your showroom or in your studio or have that to share with customers, we'll provide those for you free of charge. Also online, I'm going to show you where to find our glossary. You can see right here, we have a greater description of every single icon that's over here. So we've made that readily available for people who don't quite understand the attributes that you and I have gone over. It's there for other people to find. We've got your general cleaning rules. I'm going to show you where you can access that, where you can share that, save it as a PDF, print it, whatever you need to do. We also support you by giving a 3-year warranty behind our fabrics. We believe in our product. We know that it has it's passed our tests. And we want you to have confidence and stand behind it as well. So when you're educating your customer and selling it, you have our back and we have yours, knowing that, hey, we're going to back you up if anything happens with this fabric. So that 3-year warranty is there just for you. We've got a lot of excellent content on our website as well. And I'm going to show you where to find that. And then also share a very brief cleaning video Guys, this has phenomenal tips and tricks on there. It's super short, super quick, but I'm not kidding you. I even use these tips when I get a stain on my clothes. So great to watch and good information to know there. This is one of my favorite screens. I have been sharing this with a lot of my customers recently, just out of high demand, because people say, what's the difference? Okay, we know what Krypton Home is. We know what Sunbrella is. Where does Inside Out fall in that category? So when you look at the comparison, which both of those are amazing performance fabrics, they have great attributes and we highly support the purchase of those as well. It's just that when you want to check all of the boxes of performance and see what we're able to accomplish with Inside Out, you can see here that we are the only one that checks every single box. So when you're looking at the pill resistance, oh, hey, here we are, the multi-fiber constructions. And then here we're bleach cleanable. We are fade resistant and anti-mildew. We're PFC free. Hello. And then here at the bottom, I do just want to point out the price point too. So we've tried to make that a little friendlier as well. You're welcome to screenshot this if you want. I can email this document. It is a huge resource. A lot of people like to have that just to share as a comparison. So before I launch into the website, the cleaning video, where to find FAQs, I'm going to break for just a second and ask if you all have any questions or what I could clarify, if there's anything that's missing that you all would like to know. Apparently I did a really good job. No questions? Okay, so I will go ahead and share my screen again. And this time, let's see where I'm gonna, I think I'll just do my whole screen, will probably be a little bit easier. So let me get out of this one. Let's see. Sorry guys, this is not cooperating. We are trying to get out of, let's see, stop share. Oh, let's see, do I have more? I've got something in the chat. Maybe there's my, oh, the samples at J. Garner Home. Yes, there are. Thank you for that question. Thank you, Tess. I'm just now seeing that. Stop share. Okay, so I'm going to try to share again. This is not working for some reason. Let's see, post attendee. This might do it for me. My screen share. Okay. No. We're trying to back out of this. Let's see. All right. Does anybody else have any questions at this time while we're trying to figure out the screen deal right here? Sorry, my computer is frozen on that screen and does not want to let me get to the next slide.
If you
There we go.
try to, I was like, we can see you, but yeah, can't see a presentation right now.
Okay, here we go. So, well, I was trying to get to my website, but it did not want to let me get there. Okay, so here we go. I think that I have finally gotten us there. I'm going to go for this one more time. Okay. Let's go to, perfect. Can you guys see the InsideOut Performance Fabric website?
Yes, it looks great.
Okay, there we go. So this website is not a shopping website. This is not for any use other than simply information. So anyone can go to this website. It's InsideOut Performance Fabrics with an S.com. And you can scroll through at your leisure. It tells about us. I'm not going to make you go through all of this, where our showrooms are, who our partners are. And when you see our partners, those are lists of manufacturers. We don't go into every design firm. So that would not be on there, but like you would see who has adopted the Inside Out program there. So these are pretty interesting to review. I'm going to go to the top these 3 little lines right here to the hamburger. And when I go under the details, this is where you're going to find the product features, how to clean, your glossary of term, FAQs, and warranty. This is a plethora of information here. So when I click on product features, this is going to tell you all of the attributes. Oh, hey, there's the icons that we reviewed together. That's going to give you that same information. It says that for detailed cleaning instructions in the cleaning video, you can click here. So there's lots of channels for you to find that. Go back to the details. I can go to this glossary of terms. When I click on this, this is all of those attributes that we just reviewed. So when it says double rubs, and I'm like, oh, we need a greater description of that. 50,000 plus is commercial grade upholstery. So anything that you wanted to use would be above 50,000. It describes pill resistance. It describes all of these in depth. But I do want to point your attention to the soap and water cleanable and also bleach cleanable. Either of those that you clicked on, even the disinfectant spray, you can go there and it says, clean with soap and water without damaging anything. Follow the cleaning steps here, click here, and it will take you directly to the detailed cleaning guide. So here you go. It talks about dust. It talks about spot cleaning with soap and water, using a solution of 1/4 teaspoon of a mild enzyme detergent. Here's your spot cleaning with bleach, a 1:4 ratio. So it's just a really nice resource to have to be able to find that at will whenever you need to see that. Let's see if I can get back up out of here. So then that's under your glossary. Another place that you can go, and I love to share this, the FAQs and the warranty, that's easily found here. So say we get out of this presentation and you're like, oh man, I should have asked about, XYZ, and you didn't think of it at the time. Check the FAQs that might be there. And then of course, if you think of something later, my contact info is always available as well. You have direct support from me too. So I'm here if you think of something later, but then you've got your warranty listed right there if you'd like to read that in detail. I am going to go to the how to clean section. And when I go here, there's a great cleaning video, lots of tips and tricks here. So let's just watch this. It's super brief, but gives you some great detail here. That's supposed to be your video. Let's see. So it does take you to your the cleaning guide, which I think is wonderful that you can access that from so many different routes, and that it makes it readily available whether you needed to save it, send it, print it, something like that. So hopefully this time I can do this full screen. think that one of the most important tips I get from that is allowing the fabric to rest in between cleaning. If it's something that's super stubborn like that and is not wanting to come out on the first or even the second time, that you give it a little bit of a break, come back and do it again instead of trying to scrub it to death in one section. I think that that's a huge tip. I love the toothbrush technique. I've used that. Like I said, I use some of those tips on my clothes, but definitely works great on these fabrics. Learning how to blot appropriately and let your fabric rest in between. And, you know, I did share that we are pill resistant. Well, we're not pill proof. So if you just scrubbed it all in one session, you could cause some of those little roughage spots to pop up. But if you treat it appropriately and you follow protocol, it will not be an issue for you. So I do think just educating ourselves and then educating your customers on how to treat it. And then every piece of Inside Out you sell, you know, you're able to direct them to this website, share that video with them, incorporate that into part of your service, basically with your customer. And I think that's a great resource for you and for them and to share. So that pretty much wraps up Inside Out, where to find your resources, where to find some of those cleaning documents. Always available to you, as well as the cleaning videos. There's other resources available on there as well. I'll let you just kind of play around that with your own time. But let's see if we have any other questions. I see there's one more in the Q&A. The collections shown on the website. We do not have all of our collections shown on the website because we do not want just anyone to be able to shop. We try to protect our vendors. So knowing who you're working with when you look at a list of our partners, or you're going to go to the design center, and being able to see the collection there, it's a little bit of a more secure way to protect the seller, the vendor, protect the product, and ensure that it's in the right hands. And we're kind of following protocol there. So they won't see full descriptions and collections on that website. That was a really good question, Eileen. Thank you. Anyone else have any questions? Anything I might not have covered? All right, I don't see anything else popping up. So thank you all so much. Well, let's see, did I get one more?
I was just going to hop on and thank everyone for tuning in. And Ashley, that was a fantastic presentation. I was with the clothes. I was like, I wish I would have known that. Like,
it saved a lot of my clothes that I otherwise would have had to chuck. And I'm like, oh, I know this new technique now. So it is for Inside Out, but I mean, it works on other things. It's great.
There we go. If anyone would like to come and see the, samples at Jan Garna Home, the Seattle Design Center is open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. You are more than welcome to walk in and check in at our lobby, or you can make a reservation. You can make a appointment with the wonderful showroom associates there. All their contact information is up on our website at seattledesignCenter.com. And thank you so much, Ashley. That was fantastic.
Oh, thank you all so much. And please reach out if you all have any questions or if we can do anything to support you. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Carolyn and Eileen. I see some people chatting on there. So thank you so much. It was a pleasure to work with you all. And I'm so excited for you to shop Inside Out.
Thank you so much.
Yep.
Have a good one.